Anxiety isn't just a mental health issue, it's a longevity killer. Chronic stress and anxiety, it can really speed up biological age. It can damage your DNA and it can shorten your life by years, okay? So in this video, I'm gonna be getting into how to show you exactly how you can calm your mind, how you can reset your nervous system, and ultimately how you can protect your health span. I'm gonna be using science-backed, research-based tools that I use every single day and helps me calm my mind and handle any kind of anxiety that can come up. And every time you calm your nervous system, you are ultimately slowing your biological clock. So let's get into why managing anxiety is so important for longevity. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about chronic anxiety activations in the hypothalamus, pituitary axis, adrenal axis, the HPA axis. We're going to talk about sustained cortisol elevation. We're going to talk about inflammation and mitochondrial dysfunction. And what we know is that cortisol also, it shortens telomeres. It accelerates epigenetic aging, and emotional stress is correlated with a 30 to 40% higher mortality risk, which is crazy, right? So here's the truth. Anxiety isn't just about your head, it's about your cells. When your body perceives that there's a threat, your essentially brain's amygdala fires off, cortisol surges, and inflammation spreads system-wide. So this is obviously a huge problem here for your health. Over time, the state of hypervigilance erodes your cellular health. In a PNAS study in 2021, they found that chronic anxiety and depression accelerates biological age by up to 4 years, measured by epigenetic clocks. Another psychoneuroendocrinology review showed that cortisol dysregulation shortens telomeres, the protective essentially caps on the end of your DNA, and that also helps to determine your lifespan as one of the biological clocks in your body. And this is why managing anxiety is a longevity intervention, okay? So I've seen patients lower their biological age score and their true age by literally 3 to even 10 years by simply measuring stress. No supplements, no workouts, they got rid of the chronic stress. And they literally reversed their biological clock by 3 to 10 years. Unbelievable. So every breath you take, it controls your parasympathetic function and it helps you buy back time. It helps you age slower, is what I'm trying to say. So here are some tools that I use to manage any kind of challenges or anxiety that can come up. I think Breathwork is one of the most powerful ones. Cold exposure, vagal activation is absolutely essential. Gratitude journaling in general is absolutely critical. And I talked to a sleep expert. I'm going to talk to you about what she said around journaling and sleep. It's pretty powerful. Movement as emotional regulation is also really important. So let's talk about the go-to tools that I turn to for the stress response. I've got heart rate variability. That is breathwork based, that will help to impact HRV, which will help to increase your HRV, which is a good thing. And what you want to do is you want to have slow exhalations. You want 4 seconds, 5 seconds in. You want 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds out. This activates your vagal nerve and it boosts parasympathetic tone. In Frontiers in Psychology 2022 trial, heart rate variability guided breathing reduced anxiety by 57% in just 4 weeks. Cold exposure is another one. Short bouts, you could do it for 1, 2, or even 3 minutes of cold water activation. It activates norepinephrine and dopamine. It improves mood and stress resilience. And Nature Neuroscience in 2021 found that cold-induced norepinephrine boosts focus and decreases amygdala overload and overactivity. The anxiety center essentially of your brain is the amygdala. And this is something that really helps with that. Another thing that's very powerful is gratitude journaling. Writing 3 things that you're grateful for each day can lower interleukin-6 and CRP inflammation biomarkers, according to the Journal of Immunology in 2019, that Brian Behave did in this amazing breakthrough research, he showed that there's just some amazing results that can be done through that. The other thing is movement. Movement as medicine is huge. Exercise increases GABA and also serotonin, the brain's natural brakes, okay? So 2020 JAMA article in Psychiatry showed a meta-analysis that confirmed that regular exercise reduces anxiety risk by 26% across all these different populations. So your breath is your remote control to your nervous system. When you control your breathing, you can activate parasympathetic function and you can ultimately live longer and healthier. But I want to talk to you about some supplements and nutrition that can support the calm, right? Magnesium glycinate, right? Threonate can help with NMDA activity. L-Theanine boosts alpha brain waves, which is helpful in reducing anxiety. And omega-3 is a really good anti-inflammatory serotonin balancer. Adaptogens like ashwagandha, rhodiola are great hypothalamus, pituitary, adrenal, HPA axis modulation nutrients. And then you also would like to ideally avoid caffeine spikes and blood sugar crashes, which are also directly linked to anxiety. So let's get into some of these nutrients and supplements that rebuild your calm. Magnesium glycinate or threonate helps reduce NMDA receptor overexcitation, okay? So this is the root of a very anxious brain and is very powerful nutrient for people that have anxiety. The Journal of Nutrients in 2017 did a meta-analysis and showed that magnesium supplements significantly lower subjective anxiety in adults. And L-Theanine is also found in green tea. What it does is it boosts alpha brainwaves, the relaxed yet focused state inside your brain. Biology of Psychology in 2019 demonstrated that 200 milligrams of L-Theanine improves stress resilience within just 60 minutes. And omega-3 fatty acid balances serotonin, reduces inflammatory cytokines. In the Translational Psychiatry 2021 journal article, they found that high EPA omega-3s reduce anxiety symptoms by, listen to this, 20 to 25%. It's amazing. And then of course you've got the adaptogens like ashwagandha and rhodiola. They help to lower cortisol levels. When you lower cortisol levels, it improves resilience under stress. And a journal article of phototherapy and resilience in 2021, they showed that you don't want to underestimate food timing. Skipping meals or caffeine on an empty stomach spikes cortisol, blood sugar, etc. So one of the fastest ways to trigger anxiety is knowing your body, skipping meals, and then doing a bunch of sugar or caffeine or something along those lines. Now, I'm not saying don't fast, but listen to your body and see how it can impact your anxiety as well. So your brain ultimately can relax if you stabilize and normalize your biology. So I want to get into some of the tech, okay? There's some really cool things that you can do to optimize your brain function and reduce anxiety with tech. If you use Oura Ring or the Whoop Band or Elite HRV with the Polar Band. Elite HRV is an app with the Polar Band that you use. These are great things that you can do to address anxiety. Breath pacer apps. I'll get into some of those, are really good in reducing anxiety. Neurofeedback or PEMF reduces anxiety regulation as well. And then journal apps for mood tracking is also very beneficial. So I'm a big believer in blending ancient wisdom with modern technology. I track heart rate variability daily, and my baseline is around 80, and it goes up to even 120, 130. But you know, when it dips below 60, I know my recovery or my mindset needs a reset, right? And so you want to know what your heart rate variability is. The higher it is, typically the better it is. Heart rate variability is really your real-time stress metric, right? The higher your heart rate variability, the stronger your adaptability. In a 2021 Front Cardiovascular Medicine study, what they found was they showed that heart rate variability is linked to all-cause mortality. All-cause mortality. Breath pacer apps like Othership, right? Or Heart Math, they can guide you into what they call coherence, which is aligned breathing and heartbeats, lowering anxiety within minutes. So I love these apps. HEMF, pulse electromagnetic frequencies, and neurofeedback devices can also retain stress responses, as well as the Front Neuropsychology 2020 research article. It showed neurofeedback training improved emotional regulation and reduced amygdala hyperactivity and anxiety-ridden individuals. So tracking doesn't just, make you obsessed, right? It ultimately helps you become more objective and helps you understand what you need to do to get to that next level. So you can't manage what you don't measure, right? It's important to measure that. And that's why I love my rings. I love the different apps that I use. That's why I think that you should consider what I do for my anti-anxiety protocol. This is what I do to maximize my longevity. In the morning, I wake up, I do gratitude journaling, I do my deep breathing, I do biophotomodulation, I do affirmations, I do scripture, I do prayer and meditation, I get out in the sun, I do breath work, etc. Midday, I do movement, like I'm trying to work out. Typically I work out in the morning, but I also try to, be fit throughout the day. So I'm doing maybe zone 2 movement. I'm playing with the kids outside. I'm taking my supplements. I'm hydrating. In the evening, I'm taking magnesium. I'm screen free. I'm winding down. I like to do, hot and cold therapies at night. And you have to figure out whether that works for you. Some people, it overstimulates them. They get a bad sleep. For me, it does really, really well. I do myofascial release. I do stretching. I read at night. That's my form of entertainment. It's typically longevity books and research. I'm a little bit of a geek. So if you feel stress that's spiking, I would do one of 3 things. I would do breath work. I would go ground outside, out into nature, listen to the birds and get out in nature. Or I would do 2 minutes of moving your body, squats, exercise snacks, shaking your body out, dancing, or something along those lines, right? So within minutes, cortisol drops, heart rate variability rises, and clarity returns. And over time, these patterns, they rewire your nervous system to a default state of being calm instead of being in a state of chaos. So there's a lot of really powerful journal articles. If you want, you can read them below. But if you love this video, please share it with other people. I would love for you to be able to get access to this information. Know that peace isn't passive, it's trained. It's something that you do. Anxiety isn't something that you have to live with. Every tool you use lowers stress. Every tool you use, every strategy that you take from this video, it slows the aging process, because when you reduce anxiety, you optimize your longevity and your health span and your lifespan. Okay, it protects your DNA, it reduces inflammation, all the amazing things. So just remember, longevity isn't physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's psychosomatic. So pick one of the tools from this video today. Maybe it's breath work, maybe it's gratitude, something along those lines. You'll feel the difference. Your biology will reflect it. And I would love, again, for you to subscribe, share it with somebody that needs this information. This is life-saving information. And I would love for you to smash that subscribe button and that bell button so you can get notified on future videos that come out. My Longevity Leaders podcast, you can download at iTunes. We'd love for you to get more cutting-edge information around longevity and interviews with the top longevity and regenerative medicine experts. Your calm is your competitive edge, okay? This is your secret to living longer. Manage your anxiety isn't optional. It's something that should be foundational. Calm is a trait that you want to integrate into the very elements of who you are, into your day, into your week, into the being of who you are at your essence. It's a biological skill, and it's mastered in ways that we shared on this video. There's more things that you can do, like meditation and things of that nature. Oh, I did say at the beginning of the video, I was going to tell you about a research person that talked about journaling and sleep. If you journal all your thoughts out before bed, it actually helps you get a better sleep at night. And it also helps, especially for gratitude journaling or just journaling things and just processing things in your journal at night. It helps with anxiety as well. So thank you again. Appreciate you. Much love and God bless.